Oh, hey, you're, what time's our meeting? 12. What's your name again? Oh, okay. Just give me 1 second. Just get in the other room. I'll talk to you for a second. Yeah, okay. Okay. Hi, I'm your agent. My name is Kevin. And, well, I just want to say congratulations on your final college year. You have quite the track record. I've seen some promise in you. I've had a few meetings and a few hours and with different types of players, but I'll be honest, none of them fit the caliber you play. Not in the same league at all. So, tell me a little about yourself. What position do you play? Exactly. What would you call yourself? Okay. Can you play in other positions, or you just stuck to that position? Okay. I've seen you play over the years. No, I'm lying to you. I've seen clips of you. Clips tell me one thing, but of course you tell me another thing. Yeah, of course. What do you want to start on? Do you want to start? You know a little bit about me by now. I did. This is a signing thing. You're here to sign papers, to sign documents, and you're here also to find out what options, teams I've gotten you to play for your first professional contract. Of course, you've gone to the youth setup, you've gone to the college setup, so it's a little bit different. But you're good. So let's get down your history for me to know everything. Okay, yeah. Quick question: how many languages can you speak? 3, fluently. 2, okay. Can you at least speak Spanish? I know you have your family's. Okay, yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, I got you. Give me 1 second. So I'm looking at your history here. Where were you born? Okay. Oh, born and raised. Okay. No wonder you stayed in state. Okay. Was it the money thing or no? Okay. So I'm gonna ask you a little bit by bit. So you had a pretty average high school career, playing a lot of clubs outside, and then you just got into St. John's University, of course, D1 school. I see you didn't play that many games. Welcome. Okay. Really? Because I'm assuming because you're a freshman, you didn't get many games. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. So during that season, halfway through the season, you tore your ACL. When you were a starter, you would get minutes. Okay. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Of course, I don't know how serious it is. The only thing I'm getting here is you tore your ACL. I don't know how long were you out? Wow. Did you finish the semester and then you didn't go back? How come? Oh, you're having, okay, self-doubts. That's completely normal. Listen, in the professional world, we can get you a sports psychiatrist, a nutritionist, anything you need. That is my job to get you. So, you recovered. Did you go back to school then and there? No, you took a year off. How come? Okay. Because I see here. So, after they didn't give you back your scholarship, not right? Okay. Because I see here you went to the University of Rochester, which is a D3 school. You were started. You played both seasons. You were started in and out. How was your experience there? Oh, you liked it. It's a little bit more upstate than you're used to, but you adapted well, right? Okay. I see you won your conference. It's like in that moment when you won the conference, how did you feel? Like, let me rephrase that. After all your setbacks, how did you feel? in that moment? Did you feel like what could have been, or were you happy in the moment? Of course, I have to ask these questions because if you and me are gonna go into business together, I need to know what type of person you are, what type of athlete you are. Okay. Okay. Did your injury what did it resolve itself after you healed and everything, or was it always gonna act up? You felt it here and there, but you never. Oh, you always took precaution. Okay, good. Okay, how many goals did you score this season? Not as many as you liked, corny. Do not tell that to a coach. They will send you to the reserves immediately. I mean, you're not now goal scorer, so you shouldn't be that mad, or she. Because the game is changing. A lot of women coaches are coming into the professional sport now. Yeah, it's a good initiative. I can't rely to you for that. But like, it doesn't matter if they're. It doesn't matter who it is. A coach is a coach, and they respect. Not that they demand authority. Okay, so after you went to Delphi for only one season. How come? Okay. Oh, so you were doing. Okay. You went for 2 seasons. How come it only shows 1? Oh, okay. You went for a semester and a half. Why? How come? Okay. Did you card transfer? That's weird because it's so many different changes. Okay, you played D2. D2 was definitely a different level than D1, right? So many international students come in to test their skills. You performed above average from the other players I've seen. I have two other kids that came in yesterday. They're international players. I couldn't really do them justice because I mostly interact with South American clubs and clubs here in the MLS and in the league. Sometimes they're homesick and they would ask me, "Hey, can I get a move back home?" And I'll be like, "You're gonna have to wait to see what I can possibly get you." It's really hit or miss. I can't guarantee you that you're gonna play. I can't. But okay. So you have your degree, right? Your bachelor's. Have you considered going for your master's? Not yet. Not come. Of course, professional career. Okay, that's a good objective. You have your degree. You have something to fall back on. If you did get your degree as a player, I would say I would genuinely give you the suggestion is finish up your degree. A lot of players don't even use it in their career, but it's just nice to have. And when you look on the wall, your degree, like, damn, I did that while managing and juggling so many different things, Okay. D2, yeah. I had it. The kid was D2. I didn't know what to tell him. I said, come back in a little bit. I wanted to send them to South America. Because, of course, the cultural difference, he's coming from a first world country to another first world country, and then all the way to a third world country. Now, he's not going to adapt well, plus the language. It's not even similar to what he speaks. So it's, let's look at your options, shall we? Of course, let's talk about business here and there. I will receive 15% for the first 2 seasons. You are a professional. 15% of everything, every contract negotiation, your wages, any endorsement deals, anything like that. And then after we can renegotiate. Listen, you were a tough cause. When some of my colleagues say you're injured, they're like, I'm not picking him up. I was like, he's in New York, born and raised. I'm gonna pick him up. Let's see what he's got, because us New Yorkers, we got grit. We can fight, and this doesn't matter where we're from. And from me looking at your history, you got what it takes. You also played semi-professional for some UPSL teams. doesn't matter if it's amateur, semi. That's a really big thing. You were playing in your off season, right? Okay. Perfect. Okay. I have 3 countries to choose from. Of course, let's start off really. You might say yes immediately, but remember, this isn't FIFA. This isn't. You're gonna be there for a whole year or more. You know. Anyways, first up on the list, the team. I'll be honest, the team didn't want you. The organization wanted you for the future because you fit the South America quota. Inter Miami. Of course, you know, they won the League's Cup last season. They have some of the best players of our generation, you know, Messi, Suarez, Busquets, Alba. Last season they had Jose Martinez, you know, Gonzalo Higuain a few seasons ago, plays Matuidi. And they have a lot of youngsters and a lot of South American youngsters too. But the likelihood of getting this team is very slim. When they called me, they wanted to send you into Miami too. You know, the team in the second division. And I was like, you know, a USL championship team would be a really good experience for you. It really would be. But I don't know. You're not gonna. It's up to you. Seriously, you're not guaranteed starter there either. You're most likely gonna go to the under. No, you don't even go to the under 20s at this point. You're 23, 24 years of age. You're starting out already. Enter Miami too. Maybe the first team, or they might send you out to another USL team. You're gonna live in Miami. You're gonna be comfortable. But remember, you are young. You're playing a player's playing career. Sorry, I had too many drinks last night. You know, when schools call me, I go because you know I could see some more talent. And somebody asked about you, and they were like, "Hey, you have him coming to your meeting tomorrow, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, he's promising. Just don't get him. Just do not BS him with the teams. You're barely gonna play. I know you wanna be with some of the best players. You're barely gonna play. When I mean barely, you might touch a ball in training. You're not gonna get selected. Not saying you're bad, but it's more what it takes. Of course, they play a lot of competitions this season, but you're not even ideal." That's one team in the sunny state of Florida, Chitlandia. I know a lot of New Yorkers don't really mess with Floridians, except if they go to Miami for spring break. But that's what it is. Next team. You might like this a little bit more, but it's pretty similar ordeal. But the likelihood of you getting to the first team is a lot likely because NYCFC, MLS champion, 3 seasons ago, they called for you. They were like, "Hey, he's a New York born and raised. What can we do to get him?" And then, of course, we talked about your playing style and stuff, and they said it would be a good deal. In 1 or 2 seasons, they want to see you develop. They want to see you, adapt to the team. Of course, their plan was to send you to the NYCFC too. Same ordeal as Inter Miami. But you're closer to home. And the likelihood of you playing is a lot higher because NYCFC at the time, I think they have an aging squad. They're looking for youth, and they're not really performing well at the moment. So I feel like you would adapt really well. You could fight for your spot maybe in a year. You might have a first team appearance here and there, but I can't guarantee it. You're not young either. Remember, your playing career right now, it should just be playing, developing. It's gonna be a little bit, but you take a lot of breaks and stuff. You know what the sport is like. So Inter Miami, really iffy. NYCFC, you're gonna play, but it's gonna be a little more difficult for you in both these sense. Next, well, I'm gonna throw out the most obvious. You're barely gonna play, but you're gonna be a good player for the future for them. Club Atlético Mineiro from Brazil. Don't give me that face. Don't give me that face. Don't worry. If you were to move to Brazil, we would get you a translator, a Portuguese teacher to teach you Portuguese, a nutritionist, everything you need to adapt to Brazilian life. You understand? Yeah, I know you speak Spanish, but Spanish is very different from Portuguese. And you know how it goes. Of course, futebol do Brasil, different, super different. You're gonna get schooled because these players have been playing since they can walk in the favelas. Of course, they have a lot of different nationals now playing for the team, but they're constantly playing Copa Libertadores, Sudamericana, the regional cup. In the regional cup, you might shine, but since you have a South American passport that isn't Brazilian, they're more inclined to play you less. Plus, you have an American passport. Either way, you're not gonna play as much. It's a really good. If you want to just try your luck, I would say it's a good choice. New country, you can adapt. Hopefully, listen, you've played at the semi-professional level. All you gotta do is just adapt to the professional level. It's a big difference. A few seasons ago, they won Sudamericana. Right? I don't know. Like you're asking me. I don't know. Like they called me up. I've heard of them. I've seen their crest before, but I never entirely thought they had a choice. Hell, if it was up to me, I would send you to Spain, to like a 4th division team in Spain. But you know, next, another Brazilian team to stay. Santos. Yeah, I know that Santos. Copa Libertadores winner. Home of Pelé. Home of Neymar. Of course, it's a Neymar jersey, you know. They recently got relegated to Serie B because they just had a bad season. So they're looking to revamp the squad. They're looking for growth. They're looking for players that could fight for promotion this season. You would not start out right out the gate, but eventually, maybe in 2-3 months, you could potentially be playing. Remember, the passport it causes trouble because it's Serie B. Serie A is a little bit more lenient because that's how competition goes. Serie B it's a little bit different. Yeah, they have to feel less international players. Plus, their wage is a lot less. I know you're not gonna ask for a crazy amount. You better not ask for a crazy amount because if they look at you and they see you're not performing, you're out. Don't be realistic. Be realistic with your money. It's a good choice. I would say yeah, go for it. But listen to the last one. The last one might surprise you, and I genuinely think you should go here. Of course, we could talk to the clubs and get you on a loan deal here if you sign for any of the other teams. I think you'll prefer a loan move of 1 or 2 seasons, then you go to this team. But the season has started for a lot of these teams, you know, in Brazil, in the MLS. So what we could do before I show you the last team, because I know you're a little anxious, we could talk to the team. You go to the team for 6 months, and then you get loaned out to the team I'm about to show you, or the other teams, either Santos or this team, and for a season or 2. Then you come back and then you try to fight for your spot. Yeah, I feel like that's good. Listen, you're 23. You didn't get drafted, but you played at combine, so you know what's at stake here. The first team that called me because of your citizenship, because they're not going to use a spot, is apparently because when you registered with FIFA a few years ago when you were a youngster, they found out you had a specific passport that they can accept. And I'm looking at Sporting Cristal of Peru. If they play in the 1st division, they play in the Copa Libertadores every other season, or the Sudamericana. This team is in Peru. It's a little bit less competitive, Of course, you know, I don't look at me with that face. It's a good team. You'll start more than anything. Their youth setup is really good too, and even in the reserves. Think about it. They're fighting for the title every single season, and you're getting a game time. Whether it's the cup, whether it's any other competition, you're bound to get game time. And think about it, the food. You speak Spanish. It's gonna be easier to adapt. Like later, if you're playing. Listen, I'll be honest. Atletico Mineiro, you might just be there on the bench reserves. You might play 1 or 2 games your entire time there. Inter Miami, same ordeal until the big four retire. NYCFC, Santos, and most importantly, are your best choices. If anything, why don't you go change the jerseys and come back to me and be like, okay, I want to play for this team. Okay, do that. You're back. So you like the jerseys, okay? When you play for the first team, you have your own jersey. So which one are you gonna pick? You don't have to make a decision now. You have a few days. So yeah, we talked negotiations. We talked everything we need to know. We talked about your housing and everything. That's what the club is gonna provide for you, and I'm here for anything you need. So. Which is it gonna be? Hold on. Okay, you can come back. Okay, come back in a few days and choose. Okay, alright, I'll see you later. Take care. Think about it. Think about the offers. I could maybe try to get you an offer when you come in a few days. But realistically, you're gonna play very little. I can get you a championship team, but it's at this day and age, at the time